Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
Good. I'm Kim, also known as Ginger.
I'm Jocelyn, also known as Pepper. And we have new mascots for the show.
We're going to introduce right now.
These are our bunnies, Chowder and Agnes. Chowder's the gray one, and Agnes is the English spot. Chowder's a mini lot bunny. That's our new mascots. Bunny lady now.
Because her precious daughter came home from college with two little furry kids.
I know, and now I'm a grandmom, bun mom. Grand bun mom. Grand bun mom. Yeah, that's me. All right.
Shall we start?
I think we can
I'm
start.
so excited. Game of Thrones. All right. So, welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's been a very long time, so if you're watching this, we're very impressed that you stuck around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, what's the date?
Today is
27th?
right.
I think.
Yeah.
It's 26th.
26th.
May 26th, Memorial Day weekend. And it's a spring California day, but not quite California. It's a little Midwesty out there with the rain and the wind and stuff. But they're predicting skiing till July in Tahoe, I heard.
Wow.
I know. So I guess the drought's over. Everybody can just stop freaking out about that.
It's definitely lots and lots of rain.
So we are super excited.
Yeah.
So excited that we're doing this again. So we thought that we would let y'all know why it's been so long. How long has it been?
Since April of 2018. It is now May of 2019.
It's been a year.
It's been a year.
But this is our 10th episode.
Number 10. So we have
The top 10 reasons we have not recorded an episode in over a year.
okay.
Ready?
I'm texting here.
Okay. Get the producer back in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 10.
I think is number 10. Yeah. Yeah, number 10's me.
Oh.
All right. So, we hate each other.
You're bossy. And short.
All right.
All right, number 9. We went to the frog pond and fell in.
Yeah. I'm sure many of you have joined us there.
Yes.
Number 8. We were going through the change. God, is it hot in here?
It's hot in here.
It's so hot.
Number 7. We had reoccurring second sock syndrome. It's a thing.
It is totally a thing. Number 6. We ran out of yarn. Yeah.
That's a lie.
No.
Number 5. It wasn't Wednesday, so we couldn't wear pink.
It's always Wednesday for me. Okay. Number 4.
Yeah.
We got stranded on Sleeve Island. I think I'm there now. For Recoleta? Maybe?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Number 3. Speaking of, we were busy working on our Recoletas.
Oh my.
For a worsted weight sweater, does that take a long time?
It does take a long time.
It'll be worth it though.
It's all that lace.
I know.
Number 2.
We were on a break! And the number 1 reason we have not filmed an episode for over a year is... Dun, 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 we were on a road trip and drove off a cliff.
Yay. All right, selfie.
Just like Thelma and Louise. Oh wait, here. Ready?
Yeah, almost. Camera. No, that's not the camera. Yay, there we go.
All right. Okay. So that's all fun and games, but the real reasons are somebody's got a full-time job.
Yeah.
It's not me.
And, well, other family obligations as well, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have a full-time job, technically, I guess, if I'm homeschooling my child right now.
There you go.
So
yeah, so that's like 2 jobs.
Yeah.
It's a family and school.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's been going on. We've all kinds of things have been going on, but the gist of it is that we've had like real life stuff to do instead of this fun
thing that we
stuff
love
that
to
we
do.
would much rather be doing
Right.
instead. All right.
Ginger and pepper back again.
Dun dun dun.
Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about what are we wearing? It's been so long.
I know.
Okay, so this is a crocheted sweater of my own design, sort of. I mean, it's a basic rectangle kind of a deal. This is Leading Men Fiber Arts yarn that I got at Stitches.
20...
Last year.
Was it last year? 2018.
Stitches
2018?
February 2018. And it's basically 2 rectangles in the front, rectangle in the back. And then I did some extra stitching around the neck for a little waterfall action. And it's pretty long. I'll stand up so everyone can see. So, but I wear it all the time. Love it, love it, love it.
Double crochet?
Double crochet. And it's actually between the stitches like the vertical vintage stripe blanket pattern.
Oh, between the stitches.
Between the stitches. So it's a little meshier, kind of.
Than a stack.
Yeah. So, and it's a fingering weight yarn. But I
Nice.
honestly, I wear it all the time.
Oh. Cool. Okay, my turn.
Is it hot in here?
It is. I'm
Dude.
no, really. I mean, it's a real
Seriously
thing.
real thing.
It's a
Okay.
real thing.
And what are you wearing?
I am wearing my Tegna.
Woo!
See?
Hey, it's pink!
Yeah. It's not Wednesday. It's Sunday. But yeah, so I'm wearing my Tegna. I love it. It's a little more fitted than I'd like, but it works.
Yeah?
Yeah. So it was kind of hard to tell, because I didn't want it way oversized.
Right.
But it was kind of hard to tell how to do that. But, I'm kind of learning as I go, and I've got this kind of tea addiction now, so
Yeah.
you'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
You'll see. Okay, so we also wanted to go with, we're not going to burden everybody with every single
Thing that we finished
finished
in a year.
object in the last year and every single, I mean, look at our Ravelry pages if you want to see what we've been up to.
Everything.
But we decided we'd bring in our top 10 things. We each picked 5.
5 each.
And then we can show what our favorite things in the last year that we finished.
Okay.
We'll start with that.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Are you going to go first? Or? Yeah, you go first.
Okay. I'll go first. Okay, so I finished these little vanilla socks. And they are made with Stranded Dyeworks Misfit Toys colorway. That was her Christmas colorway last year. And some random, I think this might be a Malabrigo sock, and I think this is a Knit Picks sock type of a thing for heels, toes, and cuffs. Just vanillas. So I made those. Yay! Are we going to go back and forth, or?
Okay, I can show my
Yeah,
socks.
you go.
I forgot to put mine on blockers, though.
Oh, do you
all
want
right.
one?
So no, it's okay.
Okay.
I've got my Twilight Dance socks. These were my project was to knit the matching pairs of my samples. I only had one of each of the socks that I had.
And you had like 8 socks, right?
I had like 7 or 8 single socks. So this is one of them that I finished, and now I have a pair and I can wear them. And this is what always happens. I always end up leaving this undone for some reason. Because when I finish the toe, when I Kitchener the toe, I tuck in the tail. But, I don't do that when I cast on. So when I finish, I just forget this, and I wear them like this, and I just tuck them in. I know. I mean, I could just...
You could just weave them in.
I could just weave it in, but I never do.
That's all right.
I have several pairs like this that I just... Oh, oops. I just tuck them in.
I think I have, actually, on this sweater, I might have a string about this long from one of the sleeves that I forget about every time.
Every time, and you wear it, and
I
you
take
see
it off, and I
I'm
see it on the inside, and then I go,
Oh, it's
I'll do
probably
that
like
later.
right in here. Yeah.
It's totally. So, all right.
Who's
That's okay,
gonna
though.
see it?
Nobody.
Yay!
Okay, let's see. So I have a hat. This is Rosencranz by Katrin Schubert.
It's a 2-color brioche.
2-color brioche
Pretty.
with, this is Handwerks yarn. What's it? Handwerks what?
Silky DK.
Yeah. And so the gray and the gold are both by the Handwerks yarn. So I did this, and I totally love it. I'm not gonna put it on because
It's hot too.
It's hot.
It's hot.
But yeah, love that.
All right, I should do. Now that the weather's finally, I have 2 things that need to be blocked, so I'll show one of those. I have. This is my Craftvent from 2017.
Ta-da.
There. Ta-da! So I do finish my Craftvents, but I mean it's a year-long thing with me. It's not like that month.
I have not finished my Craftvent. 2017.
2017? Oh,
I have. Yeah. No, I have like that much of it. I didn't get very far.
Okay, let's just put these.
That was the Jimmy Beans, right?
That was the Jimmy Beans Craftvent 2017.
Okay. And let's see. Next for me. Okay, so this one, let me show first. Well, here, maybe you could hold this. Let me show. So this is Lake Nacimiento. My cousin so generously lets the family come and stay at his lake house and hosts family reunions and all kinds of stuff. And so I decided I was going to make a blanket like the landscape. And so I did. So I don't know if you can see. So we start with, start with the sky. Sky. And there's the island and the trees. And there's the water.
Woo!
Ta-da! So this was a blast. Loved making this. And it's that vintage vertical stripe pattern, just the double crochet in the spaces instead of in the stitches. And I doubled the yarn. So this is Stylecraft DK. And I doubled, even the solid colors I doubled.
And then you faded into the colors. And then I faded
into the next one. So this is like solid. And then when I got here, I put the light blue with the medium blue and then did some rose, this much with the 2 together. And then I went just to the light. And then I moved to the light with the silver so that it kind of faded up. And I did that all the way through. So I love it. I totally just love it so much. So anyways, that's that blanket.
And so Lake Nacimiento is in Paso Robles, which is like the middle.
Yeah, Central California.
Yeah.
And it's
on the coast.
I mean, it's sort of on, if you go over the mountains to the coast, I think it takes like 45 minutes or an hour.
Yeah.
But it's a windy mountain road to get there. So it's not like you can go to the lake and they go, let's go to the beach.
Yeah, it takes a while.
It does.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super hot there in the summertime. But it's super fun. So
okay, so
there was that one. So thank you, Mike.
So this here is. I do have my ends weaved in, but I need to block it first before I trim them. So I'm trying to figure out which way is which.
So pretty.
Yeah, this is turmeric, and this is by Faina Goberstein. And she named it for the color of the yarn she used, and I guess I can call mine basil.
It looks like bubblegum ice cream.
Bubblegum ice cream? With the grain? Mm-hmm. Or spearmint or something, I don't know. But yeah, so that was it was a test knit. And that was a really,
Is this broomstick?
It is, yeah, that's broomstick lace, I guess, yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
That's so pretty. And brioche. Hold on, what's going on here?
Yeah, single color brioche.
And broomstick, and then like a mesh lace.
Mesh lace.
And eyelet. Wow.
Yeah.
How fun!
Yes,
a lot of little different techniques in there.
Nothing boring in there. So.
Oh, that's really cool. Do you know what yarns these are?
Cameo yarns. I don't know. There were just 3 separate skeins that I got. There was one that was, the color was taffy. I'll put it in the notes. Okay. Yeah. I'll put it in the notes but if you're like super curious and you can't wait for our notes, Turmeric, my project, everything's in Ravelry. Okay. So.
Yeah. No, that's really cute. That looks like fun.
Yeah, it was.
Me. Let's see. Okay, so then I finished I think I had this partway done on our last one. So this is...
Oh, right, you were working on that.
Vinterfjell, I think is how you say it. This is by Skeindeer Knits, and it's her colorwork sweater design. And I had to redo a lot of things, learned a lot on the sweater. I did add a little bit of detail on the cuff. I took just part of the color chart and did it here. I think I had talked about it before. I put the neck on backwards.
Oh, right.
Compared to the back of the sweater, so I fixed that. And then after I finished it and I put it on, I was like,
too short?
I feel like this is just a little too short. And so I went back, took the ribbing out and knit an additional probably 3 inches of stockinette and then did the ribbing again.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yay!
Love
and the
it.
yarn, you got that yarn at, that's a Wall of Yarn thing.
This was from Stitches also. This is the Rommel Finulgarn, which is called something else now, PT2 Rommel or something like that. Yeah, but everything's in my notes. But yeah, I did. I got that at Stitches also. So that was a fingering weight project. But I really like that.
All right, so, this one was an early one that I finished because, you know, like we said, it's been a year. And so I went to my immediate finished and I thought, well, how far can we go? And so there was this skein yarn that I bought. I think it might have been, I might have been like working on it. It might have been a whip from a previous episode. But basically it was a skein that was graduated, the colors.
Yeah,
it
like
was
an
a gradient.
ombre. Yeah.
Yeah, so here.
Wasn't this a Stitches purchase
Stitches
too?
2018, yeah.
Look how pretty that is.
Yeah.
What's this called?
This is called Hemisphere by Donna Druchunas, and I extended it in this section here because I got to like maybe the end of the repeats here, and I still hadn't gotten to this pink color. Or
the light pink?
Yeah, and so I extended it more, like the most I could without doing increases.
So you just kept repeating that chart right there?
Yeah, I just made it longer than what she
had said.
That or I added it all together. So that section all together.
How pretty.
So
yay. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
And for me, my last one, this is probably I would say it might be my absolute favorite thing. This is Lamina by Ambah O'Brien.
She's stressed over the colors, but
I could die. I love this so much. So what I did was I got, the whole thing started with a 10-pack from Hue Loco. Okay. I think, of a kind of a rainbow speckled gradient type of a color. And then I decided that I would go with the mossy green for the neutral.
Was that like one skein then?
Of the mossy?
Green? Yeah.
Not even.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't even think it was a whole skein.
All right.
And then I had some solid skeins of certain colors. Yeah, and then in between, because I started the gradient and it was going along really well, and then I got to a point and I'm all, oh no, this isn't going to be long enough with the colors that I have. And so I added in a few more sets of colors, and so it's got like each section. What I did was I did like mini skein, solid color, mini skein, same solid color, mini skein, and then I went to the next section. And I did mini skein, solid color, mini skein, same solid color, mini skein. So each group of 5 went with each other, and then it gradiated up to as we went. So if you look at all the solid colors, it's like purple, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, like rainbow, right? But then I was fitting in all the speckles on the inside. I think part of I just love how it turned out, but I also love that challenge of getting the colors to work together.
Rip colors out.
So fun.
She would get far a certain point and not like a color, and then rip back, and then change a color out. And I would get these texts with these pictures. Okay, I don't like this color. How about this color? Looks fine to me. No, I'm gonna rip it out. Well, no, it looks good. No, too late.
It looked like the section looked fine, but then in the progression showing from the way it was fading and grading from one end to the other, like it would get to a certain point and then there'd be a break, and it's like, oh shoot, I need to put something in there to get the transitions going better. So but anyways, I just totally love it. And I wish I could, when I wear it, I wish I could just walk around like this. Because when I wear it, you can't see everything as well. But it's still pretty.
Yes, it's beautiful.
So, yay. So this was when we were at Vogue Knitting Live, I guess we could probably talk about that later, but in San Francisco, I heard Ambah, she did a talk. We listened to a lecture.
Oh, yes.
And a couple people had their laminas that showed them off during the talk. And I'm like, ooh. And then I got that 10-pack there. So I'm all, okay, that's what I'm doing.
Yay.
Totally inspired. So yay. So that was my fun.
All right, and I saved my Tillandsia.
Yay!
And this one I did do, it's meant to be bigger. So this one actually is oversized, really.
I haven't seen this in person. This is really pretty.
Yeah. It's all supposed to be one color, but I decided to do the lace in a separate color. So this is Malabrigo Machida.
Yeah.
In Atomic.
Okay.
And then this is actually
Mrs. Crosby?
Yeah, Mrs. Crosby. I don't remember the color, but it's a Mrs. Crosby satchel.
Yeah.
And there's like this textured band and then the lace band at the bottom. So.
I didn't realize these were different patterns between the bottom and the next. That's really cute.
But it's good. The satchel is just a little bit heavier, so it kind of adds a little bit body to the end.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. It's comfy, and
it's
I'm
cute.
just totally addicted to these tees. I've moved on finally from the large shawl to these little tees that So there's this one, and then you'll see in the whips that I'm working on another one, and then I've got another one in the queue. So that's just my
latest obsession.
Yes, my latest obsession. So
I think I've gone back to blankets.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably I still have a lot of shawls in my queue, so I do want to. There's still a lot of things I want to make, but right now, that's my thing.
Yeah. I think blankets are still, they've always been, that's what I started with, but they've always been my favorite.
I know you
love
have a big pile of blankets, and you give away so many too.
Yeah, we'll come to it. I've got 3 birthday blankies to make in the next, the birthdays have passed this last month, but I have 3. So, because I'm doing 18 years old for my nieces and nephews, and then 50 for my sisters and brothers-in-law. Wow. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll show those in a sec.
Right. So wait, so before we go with whips, how many shows have we gone to since, I guess we went to Vogue Knitting Live.
Yes, and that was so fun.
Yeah.
Cool, so
because
we should probably talk about that just a little bit. We stayed in San Francisco.
Yes, and at the, Hyatt.
That's where they had it, at the Hyatt, right? And we got to go to fancy dinner.
Oh, yes, we dressed up.
Oh, so fun. And wasn't that for your birthday? No.
It was Laura's birthday.
Laura's birthday.
Oh, that's right. And then we went to a concert.
And then we went and saw Def Leppard and Journey. Oh my God. It was so much fun.
Yes.
So much fun.
Horse.
Yeah. And
so much.
Yeah. And on top of all that, we did the whole show with classes and the whole night.
Fashion shows. Yeah. Vogue Knitting Live really knows how to put
It was fun. Oh, and we went to the dinner they had. And we saw Cafe Fawcett.
Yes.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
And who was the lady with the pink hair? Dame somebody?
Oh, I don't remember.
She was a designer.
Yeah.
Oh man. But she was a kick. Oh, it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah. And then, shopping.
Yes.
So exactly. I don't even have, those purchases.
Anymore? Or
well, no,
I mean, you didn't pull them out?
I didn't pull them out. That wasn't, we're doing acquisitions later, but because it was so far away, I was only getting recent acquisitions. So, so that whole thing about running out of yarn
that was a lie.
Total lie.
And then we went to Stitches.
Yeah, we always go to Stitches, but we don't stay there.
We don't,
because it's so
just
close.
Right here.
In Santa Clara.
Yeah, and we'll talk about, you gave me a class that you couldn't go to.
Yeah.
And so we'll talk about that. And then we just shopped one day.
I only shopped for an hour.
Oh, you were working.
I was working.
That's right.
See, so yeah, I like ran in the market. I did the entire market in 1 hour. And if you've been to Stitches West, it's huge. It takes up the whole convention center.
It's a couple ballrooms. Like,
yeah,
really
and
big.
I, basically started out at Zombie Yarns, and I told her, okay, I've got 1 hour. I'm going to go hit, or at least see as much of the market as I can, and I'll come back here. And she was like, good luck. But I did it.
Yeah.
And I bought like a couple things, and then I went back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Fun. That's all we did, right?
That's all we did.
Didn't you go somewhere else?
I did go to New York, but that was before I went to New York.
You did the LA yarn crawl last year.
Oh yeah, I did the LA yarn crawl, so there lots of yarn came through there, and I haven't even that was like the 2018 one. I couldn't go to the 2019 one, but I haven't touched a thing that I bought there.
Yeah.
Usually, like after a show or something, I like knit something right away.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just so much, and I don't know. I have it on like in my little planner to make something out of something I bought from LAYC 18.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. So yeah, I did the yarn crawl, then I went to New York, and then we did the Vogue Knitting Live, and then we did Stitches. Oh, and I did Fiber in the Borough as well. So in
Tennessee.
Yeah, in Tennessee. Yeah. So Murfreesboro. It's just outside of Nashville. They have a little show. I've been to it twice. So
fun.
Yeah.
And we made our own yarn crawl on local yarn store day.
Yes, that's the most recent. That was a lot
fun.
of fun. Yeah, we started at Uncommon Threads and then went up to 280 and went to Pacifica and just basically meandered our way down Highway 1.
Right. And we stopped in Half Moon Bay at Fangari, and then we went to Swift Stitch Studios in Santa Cruz.
Right, but the yarn store in Pacifica was
Royal Bee
Yarn Company. Yeah.
Never been there.
I know, me neither. I didn't even know it existed.
I know, me neither. But I brought one of my yarns from there for my acquisitions. So that was fun. So we spent the entire day, and we drove up the peninsula and back down Highway 1 along the coast to come back home. And we made it back into San Jose around 6 o'clock when Green Planet was closing.
Yeah.
They've changed their name
to Fillery Yarns.
And so we meant to go by there, but they were closed at 6, and we had just gotten back into town.
Right. We didn't even make it to Yarn Shop Santa Cruz because they had closed at 5.
Right.
So,
but we did our best.
Yep. I mean, we had to stop for pie.
I know, we totally ate pie.
All right, whips.
You want to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. Whips. Okay, I'll start with a sock. So this is still part of this was the sample sock that, I knit. And this is Handwerks, and it's one of her 2-plies. And she doesn't dye this yarn anymore, but this is called Granite. It's got like a little granite texture. And so here's where I am with that. And I'm using, people have talked about this, I'm using these, Chowgu needles. They're the super short ones. They're like
the 9-inch ones?
2 and 3 inches the tips. This is 2 inches and this is 3 inches.
Oh.
And then the way you do it is you use the 8-inch cable and you do 2 at a time.
Oh.
Right? So there's 2 needles there. And a lot of people are doing this, so I kind of just, you could do like one set of needles just in the round, but then you're knitting with these little 2-inchers.
Right, I tried that with that, and it's not for me, yeah.
But do this way with the 3-inch on the right hand, right, works perfectly, right? So you are always knitting with, you put the 3-inch on one end and the 2-inch on the other.
So the longer needle is in your hand that you're knitting.
Yes.
And you're knitting off of the shorter needle, so you're not going to get that as much of a crampiness with the shorter needle.
Exactly, because you're just knitting off of it. So that's been fun. That's what I've been doing with the socks, since I have so many pairs to complete. I've been trying a different method of making them.
Nice.
Each time. So this is what I'm using for this one. So
Very cool.
That's my current sock.
All right. Well, then I will show my current sock.